Yeah, Jordan, if you just looked outside from like our hotel window, for instance, you'd think if you take the snow out of effect that it could be just a wonderful day to be outside, maybe go for a walk, maybe go to the playground with the kids. Not so much, though, because it is freezing and it's just not safe to be out here for too long without additional cover and maybe something to warm you up.
Yeah, and if you're not walking with boots on, you're not going to last too long on this chunk of ice that is unpaved or unplowed or unshoveled in your neighborhood. You know, all that snow that accumulated, Jordan, you said 3 inches here in Muscle Shoals, where we are exactly, a total of 7 just over in Florence where we were this morning. That all hardened into one big bed of ice. So if you're walking around, you got to walk the dog, you want to take the kids to stretch their legs, or you need a breath of fresh air, oh, it's all good. But, you know, if you're not prepared to even just go around the block on ice, you should reevaluate your plans, because it's not going to be very safe for you just to walk around in sneakers.
I can vouch for that, because just a little bit before we went on air, I could see that Simon was sort of like testing it out. Like, I'm just walking, I'm just putting one foot in front of the other,
right.
Just keeping it calm. Simon's out here pretending like he's on an ice skating rink. He was doing some motions that I'm not quite sure if I could recreate them, but I think he was able to figure out that it is icy, and he's doing well, and I'm doing well too. Jordan, thanks for asking in the beginning. We just are wondering, like, you seem all out of whack with this whole Lexington order of operations stuff, and just hope you're doing okay back at Huntsville too, man.
You know, at this point, guys, I don't know about you, but I have not showered since about 6 o'clock yesterday morning. I have managed to brush my teeth and wash my face, but you know, there's a reason I'm in the studio alone, and you guys are all the way over there. But I do want to know, back to kind of a serious note, how are the roads doing over there in Northwest Alabama? I can't imagine there's been much change since we last talked.
No, not at all. It's really the same kind of flow of traffic, light, but still more than yesterday, all things considered. We've got those indents in the road made by tire tracks off some of the paved streets that we've had, not a ton. And there were some wet roads and highways that were thankfully able to be melted away for the snow that was melted away because of the unobstructed sunlight. Especially on some of the bridges, you see defined lanes because of that sunlight that beats down on them. But it stood as a stark reminder that in 3, 4, 5 hours, especially to the overnight, that those wet roads will be slippery again, even though you might be able to see the lanes.
Yeah, it feels really safe to say, Jordan, that if you weren't able to get yourself out physically by this point today, you're not going to be able to do it for the rest of the day. Tomorrow, maybe more sun, hopefully, maybe some more plows will be able to get out. But it just looks like if your street has not been touched yet, you can sort of forget about it. Probably, I would guess, the next 24 hours or so, when you're just sort of at the mercy of the sun and eventually the weather warming up.
Yeah, and to that point, it reminded me, I want to make sure you guys are checking your municipality's Facebook pages, Twitter pages, Instagram accounts, whatever social media channels you guys know that your municipalities have, because they're posting updates on there. Sometimes it's your public works department, your streets department, your police department, or emergency medical services. They keep you guys up to date just as much as we get some of that information. So check in with us, check in with them directly, and you'll get the latest updates on some of those services.
Hey guys, thanks so much. I want you to go inside and get warm. And of course, please be safe when you finally get to drive back to Huntsville.